we are, the Guestlist Network, inside the back of Ministry of Sound, about to catch up with Joris Voorn and Nick Fanciulli. It's a massive night there I can hear kicking off, and I can't wait to get into this weekend. Now, I'm just waiting for Joe and Julia, and this interview's going to kick off, and then we are going to get stuck into this night.
Hi, this is Guestlist Network, and my name is Joris Voorn here at Ministry of Sound.
Hi, we're here with Joris Voorn. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Doing your 7-hour thing with Nick Fanciulli.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Very much.
This is part of your new ministry residency that you've got.
It is, yeah.
So, why are you guys actually playing back to back? Why you two?
Why not?
Or why him?
Why him? We did the first back-to-back session together this year in Miami. We actually did two, but yeah, so the first one was there as well at the Winter Music Conference. Played together for maybe 4 or 5 hours together.
And it set up, or did you just come?
No, it was set up. I was invited into his party, his save night, his record label night. So he invited me as a guest, and we decided just to, normally like you would say, okay, Nick plays 2 hours, I play 2 hours, but we were just like, you know what, we're just gonna do it together. And it worked so well.
Did it work, yeah?
Yeah, it did work very well, and then we decided to do it again in the Ovum night, which was the same week. And then it worked again very well, and I think we just musically match really well. We both have been playing for a very long time, so we know how to DJ, you know? Yeah, we know how to do it ourselves, but we also know how to do it together, like how to react to what the other one does.
To balance,
and to keep an eye on the audience, like not too much to do your own thing, but to keep an eye on the other person and also on the floor.
So you have a similar style?
We do have a similar style, but different as well. Like if it's too similar, it doesn't work, because then what's the point of playing together? So we do have, of course, we have an overlap in a certain way, but I will play records he won't play, and the other way around as well.
Right, okay.
Which is, I think, why it works.
And what format do you use?
We both use Tractor. I think he.
You both have to have your laptops and everything set up.
Yeah. We just set up everything. It's all working. So I think Nick is still using his CD players with Tractor. I just use MIDI controllers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Regarding the production instead, you have several different names. Why this? What's the difference between all of them?
You know what? I started DJing in the 90s, and in the 90s, like, producers used to have 10, 15, 20, 30 different names. They used to release a record every month, and it was always a different thing. And it was also music at that time wasn't really about the person. It wasn't really about the DJ. People weren't making music to become a popular DJ. They just did it because for the love of it. I started doing it the same. I still do it for this reason. But what I'm trying to say is that I think I have a little bit of this heritage from that time, that I thought, it would be cool to release music. Yeah, and also like different styles of music under a different name. That at this point, that's something of the past. So I don't use these other names anymore. I love the records that I did with that. But nowadays, I will just release everything in every certain style that I do under my own name. Yeah.
Incident, the tune was literally a bomb, a killer.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take for you to make it, and how did you approach the thing? What kind of inspiration did you have at that moment?
The title comes from the way it was produced, because the title Incident. Because I used to have a lot of loops on my computer that I made when I just had my first computer in 2000, and I had my record player next to my computer, and I was sampling loops after loops and like all kinds of different things, and I had all these loops on my computer, and 3-4 years later I just was looking through everything, and I combined these two things, which was the piano loop of Incident together with a little organ loop, which was really like the perfect combination. The organ really matched and complemented the way the piano was going, and it was like I was listening to this and I was like, this is I had to stop, and I had to go walk a little round around the neighborhood. I was like, this is so amazing. And that's basically yeah, so it was an incident. That's what it was.
world, I mean, traveling, any weird kind of places?
There's a. I've played a lot of weird places. I've played places where
The ones that always stick out for me.
you know, the ones that stick out are the ones, not necessarily the famous ones, but the ones where the audience is really amazing. Like last year, I remember doing a 2-day tour in Poland, and it was seeing the people there really being into the music in such a different and more intense way than anywhere else. You know, these things really stand out. So I play, for instance, a room in Tokyo, which is always, you know, instant fun. Like it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed it's going to be a good night. But when you go to a place where you've never been before, you don't know what to expect, and then yeah, you find, like last week, where was I? I was in Sofia, Bulgaria, and the people there were so much into the music. You know, they really understand everything that you do. Like, if you're in Europe, if you're in London, Berlin, or Amsterdam, people, you know, have been to so many parties, they've seen it, heard everything. You know, yeah, it's hard to really impress people. But if you go to these places where it's relatively a new thing, you can really do something special. At least that's how it feels.
Instead, what was the motto, or what is the motto that would define your life?
The motto.
Yeah.
My musical life.
Or your life in general?
My life in general. I don't really have a motto, although I do believe in music. I do. I really believe in music and what music does to
like
people. It sounds a bit too cheesy for an album title, but I'll keep it in mind. No, I do believe in things that touch the heart, which is of which music is a very strong one, at least for me. And also whenever I play anywhere, and when I walk outside here and I come into the club and people are really like very appreciative of what you do. You know, they want to be on the photo. They really tell you the names of the tracks that they want you to play. You know, it's of the passion for music, which is really something I live by.
What do your parents think about that?
My dad's a composer, classical music, modern classical music. My mom's a music teacher, retired but still music teacher. My two brothers are DJs as well. My sister's an opera singer. So everyone's into music. So they don't really understand. My parents don't not really understand the
Type of sound?
the type of sound, or the concept of dance music, because it's so mechanical, you know, and so repetitive.
Yeah.
But they really appreciate the fact that I'm doing music, even though they might not call it music.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're part of the new school.
Yeah, I think so. For them.
For them.